In the midst of an ever-changing world, characterized by a constant hum of events, shifts and changes, there remains an eternal constant, our intrinsic right to experience happiness. It is a sentiment well rooted in philosophy and metaphysics, often buried under the day-to-day clamor and complexities of life, just waiting to be unearthed. Even in the throes of global turmoil and challenges, the quest for happiness, the pursuit of the sweet note of joy, remains essential. It is a right as basic as the air we breathe, as vital as the nourishment we seek. There is a philosophical idea central to this understanding. The concept that happiness is not merely a fleeting emotion, but a state of being, a product of tranquility within us. A German philosopher, Arthur Schoenbaker, once said, "Happiness belongs to those who are sufficient unto themselves. For all external sources of happiness and pleasure are, by their very nature, highly uncertain, precarious, and subject to chance." The concept he is emphasizing is the idea of inner sufficiency, the idea that our peace and happiness are independent of the turmoil that surrounds us. Worries, fears, and uncertainties can often cloud our minds, casting a shadow over our inherent right to happiness. In such times, it becomes crucial to create a mental and emotional space, a sanctuary within us. In this space, we allow ourselves to retreat, to separate ourselves from the fears and worries that gnaw at us, pulling us. It is in this tranquil sanctuary where we meet ourselves, unmasked and unhurried, allowing the inner silence to soothe the external chaos or noise. And then comes the act of self-care, nurturing both our inner and outer well-being. It is as important as seeking medical help when we are physically unwell. Self-care means taking time to listen to our bodies, to nourish our bodies with healthy food, with exercise, and rest. Simultaneously, it involves attending to our minds, feeding our minds with positive thoughts, nurturing our minds with knowledge, and giving them the rest they need. American writer Mark Twain once mused, "The secret of getting ahead is simply getting started." This sentiment holds true even in the context of self-care. The first step is always the most crucial. It's about prioritizing yourself, not out of selfishness, but out of necessity to nurture your own well-being, which in turn enables you to contribute more effectively to the world around you. Focusing on hobbies or crafts can provide a welcome relief from rigors of everyday life. Whether it's painting, planting, gardening, building a birdhouse, or any other creative pursuit. You see, these activities serve as an outlet, allowing us to channel our energies into creating something beautiful. They have the potential to bring us closer to our core, helping us understand ourselves better. Then there's reading, an age-old hobby that transcends time and space. Reading allows us to traverse new worlds, meet different people, and experience a myriad of emotions, all without leaving our comfort zones. Holding a book, feeling the texture of its pages, and getting lost in its words can be therapeutic in ways more than one. And as the English playwright Joseph Addison put it, reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Happiness is an inherent right. It's a pursuit, as much philosophical as it is personal. In the grand scheme of things, amidst the turmoil and changes, lies a constant. It is our innate right to seek and experience joy. By stepping away from the external worries and focusing on our inner peace and well-being. By nurturing ourselves through self-care and hobbies, and by turning to the comforting embrace of books, we can each travel on our personal journey towards happiness. Historically, philosophers have pondered on the idea of happiness and its connection with personal growth and fulfillment. John Locke, the English philosopher, proposed that the purpose of life was indeed the pursuit of happiness. He believed that it was not only our right, but our duty to seek joy, not merely as a fleeting emotion, but as a sustainable state of being. In the metaphysical sense, our minds are powerful tools. Our minds shape our perception of the world, dictating how we react to external stimuli, be it positive or negative. Consequently, if we train our minds to seek and foster happiness from within, we can be blissful even in the face of the most strenuous of circumstances. It is a principle echoing across the teachings of Buddha, who once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." In our modern and complex world, rampant with ceaseless distractions and endless pursuits, maintaining this inner peace may seem daunting. Yet it's precisely in these challenging times that the power of tranquility holds the greatest value. By acknowledging our emotions and by permitting ourselves to feel without any judgments, and by practicing self-care, we can then easily go through the chaos with grace and with strength. Nurturing hobbies and interests, those unique sparks that ignite our passion, are really pathways to this inner joy. They allow us to reprieve an opportunity to immerse ourselves in activities that we truly enjoy. They give us a sense of accomplishment, a feeling of satisfaction, a moment of respite that bolsters our happiness. Among the many, many hobbies one could adopt, reading really stands out. Engaging with the written word, flipping through the physical pages of a book, stirs something within us. It's a meditative act, allowing us to slow down, to focus, and to be in the present moment. Moreover, books can be mirrors and windows, reflecting our own experiences and emotions, or even giving us glimpses into other worlds and perspectives, enriching us in the process, allowing us to use our imagination. A well-renowned American author, Maya Angelou, once said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do some with passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." The right to happiness, the right to thrive is important to every human being. You have that right. The world may be brimming with turmoil, but within each of us lies a sanctuary of peace, a reservoir of joy waiting to be tapped into. So let's embrace this journey of life with all its ups and downs, and continually strive to find our own piece of happiness amidst it all. And as we do so, we affirm not only our right to happiness, but also our capacity to rise above the external chaos, to seek and to find joy within ourselves. Dear God, I humbly come before Thee, seeking Thy divine guidance as I journey on this path towards inner happiness. Grant me the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to retreat within myself amidst the outer turmoil, thus allowing me to nurture my well-being and realize my inherent right to joy, my right to happiness. May Thy everlasting love and light guide me as I strive to connect with myself and those around me. Allow me to care for my health and cherish the simple pleasures of life, finding peace and happiness within Thy grand design. Amen.